All right, let's dive in. Today, we are decoding one of the most crucial roles in tech, the Google Cloud Professional Data Engineer.
Every single day, we're creating just an unimaginable amount of data. It's streaming from our phones, from factories, from all our apps. And this is a huge challenge, but it's also a massive opportunity. So it begs the question, right? In a world that's practically drowning in data, who's going to build the ark?
Well, that person is the professional data engineer. And this isn't just about shuffling files around. No way. This is about being the architect and the builder of the systems that turn all that raw, chaotic information into clear, actionable intelligence. They're the ones who empower everyone else, from analysts to AI models, to make really smart, data-driven decisions.
And it all starts with a plan. Before a single line of code is ever written, before a single byte of data gets moved, a real pro has to think like an architect. They've got to create the blueprint for a system that's secure, reliable, and seriously built to last.
Now, what's really fascinating here is just how high the stakes are. Imagine someone tells you this. Your entire system, in one whole geographic region, just went down. You have to get back online, and you absolutely cannot lose more than 15 minutes of data. So, what's the plan? This isn't some theoretical thing. It's a real-world problem data engineers have to solve.
And this right here perfectly shows the difference between a pro and an amateur. A professional plans for failure from day one. They're proactive. They use tools like dual-region cloud storage buckets with turbo replication, which basically copies data to a second location at lightning speed, making sure it's safe and recoverable. The other way? Scrambling after a disaster hits. And that always leads to data loss, downtime, and a huge loss of trust.
And security? Oh, that can't be an afterthought. It has to be woven into the very fabric of the blueprint. This means meticulously managing who can do what using Cloud IAM. It means encrypting data with keys that you control, automatically finding and masking sensitive information for privacy regulations, and creating these secure network perimeters to stop data from ever leaving your control.
So, with that blueprint set, the data engineer puts on their hard hat. They start to construct what you can think of as a data factory, a place where raw information gets processed into really valuable products. And the heart of this factory is the data pipeline. It works a lot like a high-tech assembly line. First, you ingest the raw materials, the data itself, from real-time sources like PubSub. Then, these powerful tools like Dataflow or Dataproc get to work transforming that raw data, cleaning it, enriching it, reshaping it. And finally, that finished, valuable information gets stored in a data warehouse, like BigQuery, all ready to be used. And to build this whole factory, engineers have this incredible toolbox of specialized GCP services. You need to handle a constant fire hose of data? That's PubSub. Processing massive batch jobs? You've got Dataflow or Dataproc. Need a super powerful, scalable data warehouse? That's BigQuery for sure. And to make sure everything runs in the exact right order, you've got orchestration tools like Cloud Composer and Workflows.
Okay, so the factory's built, the pipelines are humming along, but what's the point of it all? Well, the whole point is to unlock the incredible value that's hidden inside that data, turning it from just a cost center into a source of real intelligence and a huge competitive advantage.
And that value, well, it shows up in a lot of different forms. It could be business intelligence reports that help executives make big decisions. Or maybe it's real-time dashboards that are monitoring operations second by second. Or it could be the clean, prepped data that actually fuels sophisticated machine learning models right inside of BigQuery itself. But there's a really common problem. When you're dealing with these massive tables, I'm talking petabytes of information, running the same queries over and over again can get incredibly slow and shockingly expensive, because each query has to scan all of that data every single time.
The professional solution here is so elegant, materialized views. Think of it like a smart cache. BigQuery runs the expensive part of the query just once, stores that result, and then cleverly keeps it up to date. So when you ask that same question again, you get the answer almost instantly. And the cost difference? It can be staggering. We're talking pennies on the dollar because you're not rescanning petabytes of data every time. It is a total game changer for performance and efficiency.
A data engineer's job is never really done. A true professional doesn't just build a system and then walk away. They are obsessed with making it run itself, reliably and efficiently, through automation and constant optimization.
This slide really sums up that whole mindset.
A pro is always thinking about security, not just at the start. They automate everything they possibly can to get rid of human error. They are vigilant about costs, constantly optimizing. They use monitoring tools to spot problems before they become disasters. And just like we saw at the beginning, they always plan for failure.
And this isn't just theory. A professional data engineer uses specific tools to make this happen. For example, they'll build automated workflows in Cloud Composer. They'll even build in automated alerts, using features that trigger a notification the second a task fails. This lets them build truly resilient systems that can basically flag their own problems.
So, when you look at the whole picture, the professional data engineer is an architect, a builder, and a tireless optimizer. They are absolutely essential for any organization that really wants to thrive in this modern world. The data landscape is never going to stop changing. The only question is, are you ready to be the architect who shapes it?